So what type of central banker is Christine Lagarde expected to be?
Good morning, Nara. Well, it's always difficult to predict what a central banker will do once he or she, in this case, she gets to the job. There's a number of things when you look at Christine Lagarde and her track record at the IMF, and one is the fact that she's always been very supportive of the actions that Mario Draghi took to protect the euro during the sovereign debt crisis, and that is, of course, those monetary policy measures that he put in place, QE and so on. She's also said many times countries that have room for fiscal expansion should do it, so clearly that is a reference to Germany, and she's always called for a further push when it comes to European integration, the need to create a real monetary union here in the European Union. I have to say, though, a few eyebrows were raised yesterday by the fact that she is not your typical central banker. She's not an economist per se. She comes from the world of politics, and let's just keep in mind the deputy president of the European Central Bank is also another politician. So a few questions as to whether or not we're headed to a more politicized European Central Bank.
And Maria, in terms of the head of the EU Commission as well, nomination of Ursula von der Leyen, how likely is that to be confirmed?
Well, that's another big job that also went to a woman and also went to a German, which again, this should be in principle good news for Angela Merkel, but we know that she paid a hefty price to get this nomination on the table yesterday. We actually know that she had to abstain in the final vote during the council session because she was concerned about potential jitters within her own coalition back in Germany. We know the relationship with the SPD has become very tricky. Now, when you look at the European Parliament, which is meeting today in Strasbourg, they should be able to make a decision on this. In principle, European leaders would not put a nomination like this to a vote if they weren't 100% sure they could get it through. But of course, we're going to see a lot of pushback, but mostly because this is a woman who not many people know outside of Germany. Not many people know who she is and what she does. And most crucially, she did not participate in the European election. The whole point of the European election was to get someone who was elected into the Commission job. Clearly, this time it's not been the case.